Welcome. If you're anything like me, you're a new entrepreneur, you're just starting off, it's very easy to focus on the results and not the process. It's easy to focus on likes, comments, views, how much money you're making, engagement, and not on the actual work that you're doing. And this video is designed to really hammer that home for someone like me or someone who's a new entrepreneur. How can we focus more on the process? That's where the real value's at, and let go of the results. And why that's so important for a lot of reasons. We're going to cover understanding that mindset, steps to cultivate a process-oriented mindset, practical examples of overcoming challenges, and the long-term benefits of a process-oriented mindset. So, share this video if it could help someone. You can listen to this at double speed. Let's understand the process-oriented mindset. So, what is it? Basically, it is a mindset emphasizing the importance of daily actions and habits over long-term outcomes. It's about valuing the journey as much as the destination. It's about putting your focus and effort into the work that you do and letting go of everything else that comes at you that's not in your control. There's a huge benefit to focusing on what you can control rather than what you can't. This can reduce stress, increase motivation, enhance creativity. You'll stay more engaged and less anxious about future. I think there's already a lot of uncertainty as it is as a new entrepreneur. But a lot of this just comes down to what you're getting back, the results. Will you earn money from this? Will people be engaged? Will people like this? That's really not what you should worry about at the start. That's not what I should be worrying about. It should be about, can I commit to the process regardless of the results? Can I commit to the learning process? Can I focus on my system and improve my skills? And that's a more fulfilling mindset to be in, because you're really not reliant on any positive results at the start. Comparison with results-oriented mindset. So contrast this with a result-oriented mindset, which fixates on outcomes, leads to frustration, burnout if those results aren't immediately achieved. Obviously, we all go into entrepreneurship with a goal in mind or results in mind. We're doing this for a reason. We're doing this for an extra income. We're doing this maybe hopefully to quit our 9-to-5 job, or for another reason. But this is a long-term goal. It's ultimately, we have to realize it's not in our control. What is in our control is the process, and we have to try and fall in love with the process, or we're going to give up. For me, I don't think I'm going to really see any positive or meaningful results in at least 6 months to a year, and that's a long time to just commit to a process blindly almost. The only reason I'm going to be able to do that is to try and fall in love with this process, to really enjoy the work I'm doing, the value that I'm creating, the skills that I'm learning, regardless of the results. I have to be okay with, if I never see results, will I still have fun? Because my goal is to stay in the game. It's to not give up. It's to not be burnt out. It's not to be frustrated. And having a process-oriented mindset will achieve this rather than a results-oriented mindset. Okay? So, steps to cultivate a process-oriented mindset. Set process goals. So instead of, I want to make this amount of money, I want to get this amount of subscribers or views, I want to get these amount of members. Instead, break that down into stuff that's in your control. So daily tasks, weekly milestones, keeping it simple, keeping it in your control. So I'm really trying to focus on my daily actions. Can I commit to 2 hours of focused work every day? And that's it. Can I do that? Can I be happy with that? Even if I'm not getting the results, even if I don't achieve what I wanted to achieve, at least if I sat down, turned up, and was focused for 2 hours, or tried to be focused for 2 hours, then I can be happy. I can pat myself on the back and say, well done. And if I do that day after day, that's a really good sign. And every time I reward myself for that process, it's building that process mindset. It's taking pleasure in things I can control and the process. And it's completely independent of any results. I'm not patting my back and saying, well done, you got more subscribers, you did this. I'm patting myself on the back and saying, well done, you did this process. And that's important. So daily routines, establishing routine, like I just said, 2 hours of work, and they prioritize essential activities. Consistent routines build habits that contribute to long-term success. Again, you could even make this at the same time of the day. I like to do my 2 hours in the morning because I can guarantee I wake up, I prioritize this, I fit my 2 hours in, and I get on with the rest of the day. And I don't think about the results for the rest of the day. I don't think about having to do more work for the rest of the day. I get up and I do it. That's what I'm planning to do anyway. I've only started. Mindfulness practice. Again, this is a good way to... So engaging in mindfulness practice, such as meditation or journaling, is a good way to stay present and focused on current tasks. It's a good way to keep yourself focused on what you can control and let go of things you can't. Just that was a really good way of cultivating that mindset as well. Celebrating small wins. Regularly acknowledge and celebrate small achievements. This reinforces your progress and keeps you motivated. So this, I think, refers to focusing a little bit on the results, a little bit on the wins, but it's just a good way to reward the process, reward the work, and realize that yes, maybe this work is achieving these small results, and your brain can kind of link that and then associate the process with the value. And yeah, you can really see that the process works. Continuous improvement. Focusing on continuous improvement, reflecting on the process regularly to optimize and enhance your methods. So yeah, you want to evaluate and you want to really ask yourself, can I improve my process? What else can I be doing? Am I doing it consistently? So 2 hours a day, let's say. Am I doing that every day? So that's my intention. Am I executing it? Is there anything else I could be doing, or do I just need to do this longer? Maybe you'll realize after a few months, after 3 months, that 2 hours a day it's good stuff, but you need to be doing more maybe. Or you need to be doing something different. Maybe the process that you're doing, maybe you're focusing on videos for those 2 hours and you're realizing that's not maybe fruitful. Instead, you should be focusing on this other thing. Maybe this other thing is a limiting factor. For example, getting leads, getting warm leads, building your community, something else could be a limiting factor, and you then switch your work to something else, your process to something else. So yeah, it's just about learning what is your limiting factor. Is it your consistency? Is it what you're working on? Is it something else? And you're just constantly improving. Okay, practical examples. Content creation. So we talked about this. Instead of obsessing over results like views, likes, focus on consistently producing high quality content. Enjoy the creative process and strive to improve your skills. This is what I'm trying to do with my videos. You can see, if you go back on my YouTube videos, you can see at the start I was just basically releasing videos and I was okay with that. I was just focusing on overcoming imperfection, putting myself out there, overcoming fear of failure, overcoming doubts, and I wasn't really too concerned with the quality of video, and that was okay for me at the time. That wasn't my limiting factor. My limiting factor was just like fear of putting myself out there. So I just tried to combat that with push. So yeah, consistently putting stuff out there. And I'm still doing that. I think I'm still going with consistency. But I am trying to improve the quality of my videos each time. You can see I'm putting effort into this video. It's a full presentation. There's value in it. I'm trying to make it more valuable to my specific niche. At the same time, it's pretty hard because I know I'm still on on average 20, 30 views per video. The engagement is on average 1 or 2 minutes in a 20-minute video. So it's pretty hard to really focus on stuff like giving value when you think maybe no one is watching. But again, that's where the process comes in instead of results. I think if I can build my process, build my value, even if no one's watching, then that's an important step. And I think the results will take care of themselves. But at this time, I'm still patting myself on the back and saying this video is better than the last one. Well done. And yeah, I'm just on a mission to improve my value, focus on the process. So that's what I think is a good idea. Sales and marketing, another example, rather than fixating on monthly sales targets or leads, concentrate on daily outreach efforts. So how many people are you asking to join your community or to sign up to your newsletter, etc. But yeah, focus on building relationships and refining your marketing strategy. So yeah, what is your process? What are you actually doing? Are you asking 5 people per day? Are you rather than how many people are you getting in, how many are you asking? How many relationships are you building? So focus on the process. Product development. Maybe you're into product development. Focus on the iterative process of product development. Engage in regular testing. Gather feedback and make incremental improvements. Fall in love with the process once again. Fall in love with the small improvements. Fall in love with the work that you're putting in, and the improvement, the value that you're creating. And even if you're just doing it for the result, you're gonna burn out. You're gonna give up. You're not gonna stay the course. Overcoming challenges. So dealing with impatience. So again, if you're result focused, you're gonna be very impatient. You're gonna want those results. But practice patience by reminding yourself that success is a marathon, not a sprint. Remind yourself that you need to fall in love with the process. If you're a footballer, Cristiano Ronaldo, he's probably a bad example. He probably thinks about goals all the time. But let's say Lionel Messi, he loves the process. He loves playing football. He doesn't obsess over wins, goals, assists. He just loves being on the pitch. He loves playing football, and the results come naturally just with him turning up, him focusing on the process. So if you want to be the best at something, if you want to get real results, then just focus on turning up, focus on giving good value in your process. Managing distractions. Stay focused on your process goals by minimizing distractions. Use tools and techniques like time blocking and task prioritization. Anything that takes away from the process and the value and gets your mind thinking about like things that you can't control or results, that's a distraction. Handling setbacks. View setbacks as learning opportunities. Analyze what went wrong, adjust your process, and keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Don't give up. Priority is not giving up. So at least do the same as what you're doing. You can adjust the process naturally over time, small steps every time. My YouTube videos, very, very small steps. My massive priority is to not give up, keep up the consistency. And over time, I've been making these small improvements. And I'm going to continue. I'm heading in the right direction. Long-term benefits of a process-oriented mindset. Sustainable success. So it will lead to sustainable success by building solid habits and refining your methods. You set a strong foundation for long-term growth. If you focus on the process every day, a month goes by, 6 months goes back, a year goes by, and you've focused on the process, your process is going to be pretty sexy. It's going to have a lot of techniques. It's going to have strong foundations for you to really start tapping into results. But if you spend that whole year focusing on results, you're going to be scattered. You're going to be chasing things. You're not going to have good foundations. you know, the direction that your business is going in is going to be, scattered. Increased resilience. This will build resilience. It will build a mind focused on the controllables. By focusing on what you can control, you become more adaptable to changes and challenges. When results increase massively and decrease and fluctuate over time, which it will do, it's not going to be a steady correlation with your value. It's going to go all over the place. You're going to still be steady Eddie because you're just doing the same thing. You're focused on the process. Results don't matter to you as such. The main thing is what you're doing and what's in your control. Greater satisfaction. Enjoying the journey and valuing daily progress leads to greater overall satisfaction and fulfillment in your entrepreneurial endeavors. Absolutely agree with this. I think the biggest reason people quit is they are focused on the results. They're frustrated. They give up. They're saying, why am I not getting anything yet? But they haven't taken the time to fall in love with the process. They haven't taken the time to fall in love with the continuous development, and their mind is not on creating stuff, which takes time. Instead, it's already on the results, and that's why they give up. If you're going into business, you need to be patient. You need to focus on the foundations, build a process-oriented mindset, fall in love with it, and then your enjoyment, your passion will seep out into the value you create, and the results will come in the long term if you stay the course. Summary. Embrace a process-oriented mindset. Focus on daily actions, habits, routines, rather than long-term outcomes. This will reduce stress, increase motivation, and enhance creativity. Cultivate consistent routines, set process goals, establish routines, practice mindfulness, celebrate small wins, and continually improve to build a strong foundation for success. Achieve sustainable success. By valuing the journey and maintaining a process-oriented approach, you can achieve long-term growth, resilience, greater overall satisfaction in your entrepreneurial endeavors. Okay, I hope you have taken something from this video. If you're still watching by now, I want to thank you personally. I'm going to leave you with a quote. Success is a journey, not a destination. The doing is often more important than the outcome. Arthur Ashe, a famous tennis player. Thank you very much for watching, and let's get to work.